Sometimes to find a fun and unique canvas, you have to think a little bit outside the box. Almost anything can be used in crafting with a little bit of creativity, even a ball. Imagine turning a basketball into a meaningful keepsake, decorated with photos from an important game, a winning season, or the teammates who made it all unforgettable. Hello everyone, JenniferMaker here. It's a beautiful day to learn how to transform colorful photos into show-stopping sports decor using heat and special material. Today I'll show you how to create a one-of-a-kind display that showcases your favorite memories from every angle. You'll learn how to prepare and size your photos, print them on heat transfer material, and apply them to your ball. So grab your favorite photos, your cutting machine, and let's create a keepsake you'll treasure forever. First, you need my free custom photo panel templates, which you can download from my free resource library at JenniferMaker.com. Click Get a Password if you need one, or enter the library. Then search for design number 786 and click on the project file to download everything you need to get started. Inside the SVG folder, you will find my basketball designs, which will allow you to create perfectly sized print then cut panels from your photos. I highly encourage you to use personal photos to make this project truly yours, but you're also free to learn with my edited AI-generated demo images in the PNG folder. There is also a DXF folder with cut files, and a PDF folder with files for printing and cutting by hand. If you are new to uploading files, visit JenniferMaker.com/SVGS for a complete walkthrough. Now let me show you how to make your photo panels in Cricut Design Space. Here's how the basketball SVG looks on my Design Space canvas. Click Ungroup and spread out the pieces. There are 8 panel groups, each with a top piece, a bottom piece, and a number. Each panel matches a section of your basketball, so decide which panels you want to decorate. I'll use the even numbered panels so I can hide the barcode on my ball, and delete the odd numbered panels using the trash icon. Next, click Upload, then Upload Image. Click Browse, select a photo for your first panel, then click Open. For the best results, use high-resolution photos, ideally 300 dpi or higher. On the background remover screen, you don't need to do anything, so click Apply and Continue. On the Convert Upload to screen, select Flat Graphic. Then click Continue and Upload to add the photo to your canvas. If you see a red warning icon indicating the image is too large for Print Then Cut, don't worry. That just means we need to resize the image to fit within Cricut's Print Then Cut limits. I'll show you how to do that so your design cuts correctly. Zoom out so you can see your entire canvas clearly. Select your first panel group. Go to the Operation drop-down and select Guide to turn the shapes and their number label into outlined guide layers. Then click Arrange and choose Bring to Front, so the guide layers are on top. Drag the guide layers onto your photo so the part you want to keep visible is inside the pink lines. If you need to resize your photo, make sure the lock icon is closed to keep proportions. Resize and position the photo so key details sit neatly within the panel guides and will appear upright on the ball. Once your photo is positioned, select the panel group and click Ungroup. Next, select your photo and the top guide layer together and click Slice. Now, without moving anything, select the photo again and the bottom panel guide. The panel guide might be hidden behind the photo since Cricut automatically brings your slice layers to the front. But don't worry, it's still there underneath. Click Slice again. In your Layers panel, delete any extra slice result layers and the panel guidelines, keeping only the 2 photo pieces and the guide number. Repeat this entire process for each panel you want to decorate on your basketball. Once you're finished, your basketball panels are ready to print then cut. Would you like to take customization one step further by adding a name or other text to your ball? I can show you how in my Advance with JenniferMaker program. My special members-only workshop teaches you how to use Canva to create shape text for beautiful personalized photo panels. Check it out at JenniferMaker.com/advance. Once your panels are ready, it's time to print then cut on printable iron-on vinyl. This special material lets us heat your photos directly onto the surface of the ball, giving you a smooth, professional finish. First, make sure your Cricut machine is selected. And if you don't have a Cricut yet, don't worry. I host a monthly giveaway at JenniferMaker.com/Cricut-giveaway, where you can enter for a chance to win a free cutting machine. Now, click the Make button to move to the Prepare screen. Check that your material size is set to 8.5 by 11 inches to match the printable iron-on materials. Unlike iron-on vinyl, printable iron-on doesn't need to be mirrored since it's applied with the design facing up and the adhesive is on the back. So make sure the mirror toggle is turned off. You can move pieces so panels print together. Since the panels on mats 1 and 5 go together, I'll click the 3 dots on mat 5's panel and select Move Object. Then I'll select mat 1 and click Confirm. Now both the top and bottom pieces of my first panel are together. Rearrange pieces for efficiency, but keep the shapes together without overlapping. Sometimes objects overlap, so drag panels apart to make space or move objects around if one is missing. Once your mats are arranged, select Mat 1 and click Continue. On the Make screen, click Send to Printer. In Print Setup, pick your printer and turn on Add Bleed. This adds color around the edges of your panels. We'll have no white borders when cutting. Also toggle Use System dialog on for advanced print settings. Click Print. In the System dialog box, pick your printer. I'm using my Epson inkjet. Set the media type to plain paper and the quality to best. I use dark fabric transfer. Load the material so it prints on the correct side. Click Print. Allow the print to dry completely to avoid smudges. Back in Design Space, set your base material for your mat to Printable Iron-On Dark and use more pressure for cleaner cuts. Place your printed sheet printed side up on a green standard grip mat. Cover the design with a sheet of copy paper to prevent smudges, and roll a brayer over it to ensure your sheet is well adhered. Then remove the copy paper. Check that your fine point blade is clean and in the correct clamp. Load your mat into the Cricut to match the screen preview and press the flashing middle button to begin cutting. When it has finished cutting, double check that cuts have gone all the way through the material but not the carrier sheet. If necessary, press the middle button again for a second pass in the same spots. If you have issues with your cuts, visit JenniferMaker.com/cleaner-cuts for troubleshooting tips. When your cuts are complete, unload your mat, flip it over onto your work surface, and gently peel the mat away from the material to prevent curling. Repeat these steps for all your mats and keep them organized. To decorate, gather your ball, your prep and cleaning supplies, printed panels, and heat gun. A hair dryer doesn't get hot enough to activate the iron-on material's adhesive, so stick to a heat gun for this project. Inflate your ball until it's firm but with a slight give. Clean the ball with rubbing alcohol. Find your starting panel and matching photo. Check your screen if you're not sure. Match the shapes to confirm the fit. For basketball panels with 2 pieces, apply the top piece first. Carefully peel the printed panel away from the carrier sheet. Using a weeding tool can help. Position the photo panel and hold it in place with your gloved hand. Once the heat sets the adhesive, it's very difficult to reposition, so double check. Start your heat gun on its lowest setting, then gradually increase the temperature as needed. Hold it a few inches away from the ball and move in small circles over the picture while gently pressing the panel onto the ball with your glove. Secure the top of the material in place first. Then apply heat down the center a little bit at a time, pressing it as you go. Once the middle is secure, apply heat from the center outward to the edges, pressing and smoothing the material into place. Align the bottom piece seamlessly, then heat the seam and press the bottom's top edge into place. You can lift the edge slightly while it's still warm to smooth out any wrinkles. Be careful, the material is thin and can tear easily. Heat and adhere it down the center and out to the edges, smoothing as you go, just like the top panel. Then repeat for your remaining panels. Switch your heat gun off at least once every 10 minutes to avoid overheating. You can protect your photos with matte Mod Podge. Use a lint-free cloth to clean your decorated ball. You can use Mod Podge indoors, so stabilize the ball with a tape roll. Foam brush a thin, even layer one panel top at a time, brushing in one direction. Let them dry for at least 20 minutes before flipping the ball to seal the remaining panels. Let the ball cure for 24 hours. Congratulations! You now have a beautiful, personalized basketball decorated with your favorite photos. Don't these look just so cool? Who would have thought an ordinary ball could be turned into something so amazing? And with printable heat transfer material, the design possibilities are really endless. Whether you want to celebrate your athletic friends and family members or show some love for your favorite team, your decorated ball is now ready to display proudly. And while it might not hold up to constant dribbling or kicking anymore, no. I know a couple furry friends who will still enjoy passing a custom ball around. Now, I know learning how to craft with a Cricut cutting machine can feel a little like stepping onto a brand new playing field. Exciting, but a little overwhelming. That's why I put all my best Cricut Design Space tips and tricks into my Cricut Coach Playbook. It's like having your very own personal crafting trainer right by your side, complete with step-by-step diagrams to walk you through everything you can do in Cricut Design Space. So if you need a friendly guide that you can call on at any time, head on over to CricutCoach.com and grab your copy. And don't forget, if you sign up my advanced program, in addition to my custom panel design workshop, you gain special access to my collection of design files, templates, and cheat sheets. Head on over to JenniferMaker.com/advance to learn more and join us today. And remember to share photos of your creations in our awesome group over at JenniferMaker.com/CricutCrafters. And that's it for today. Until next time, this is Jennifer Maker reminding you to craft a life you love.